Your water bill's going up, £10 a month, £120 a year to pay for the crumbling Victorian infrastructure that the 9 regional companies since 1989 have neglected. But they didn't neglect to take the £65 billion in dividend, but they did neglect the infrastructure. I don't understand why are taxpayers bailing out private companies that make profit. This is completely illogical. It makes no sense. Let me give you an example. Imagine Crag Springwater, my business. Imagine if we didn't invest into our building, our infrastructure, our equipment, our people. Imagine if we neglected all the business and we took everything as a dividend for the shareholders. Imagine if that's how we run our business, and then imagine that our business would no longer be profitable because we wouldn't have the facilities, we wouldn't have the equipment, we wouldn't have the people to bottle the water. Now imagine if I then came to the government and said, right, taxpayer, Crag Springwater needs taxpayer funding because we haven't run the business very well. Well, first of all, it's highly embarrassing for any private company to be going to the taxpayer and asking for money. But for some reason, when it comes to our 9 regional water companies, this has become an acceptable practice, and I don't get it because it's flipping nuts when you think about it. They've been milking us for billions in dividends since 1989. Tens of billions, about £60 billion, and they've neglected the infrastructure. Now we, the taxpayer, who have done nothing wrong in this from the beginning, have to bail them out with £10 a month so we can invest that, or they can invest that money on our behalf in the crumbling infrastructure. It's an absolute disgrace. It's an absolute joke. I don't understand why governments and taxpayers are bailing out private flipping companies who make billions of pounds in profit. If this isn't nuts, I don't know what is. The only solution I've got to this complete and utter shambles horror show is stop paying your bill. If you care about the environment, you care about your rivers, your streams, your ecosystems, you have to stop paying your bill because Ofwat doesn't give a shit. Just a reminder, the chairwoman of Ofwat used to be the chairwoman of Thames Water. The new Labour government also aren't doing anything properly about it, and that's really disappointing. I'm not blaming Labour after 14 years of flipping abuse from Vladimir Putin's mates. No. Anyway, that's the mess we find ourselves in. But in my opinion, we have to cancel our bills, because if we don't, all we're doing is carrying on the game. We need to change and stop the game to our advantage so that we have ecosystems in our rivers and our streams to pass down to our children and our grandchildren. Thank you very much.